Okay. So another is that we cannot have any formula for the compounds. Like for example, water has a fixed formula H2O. So irrespective of the kinds, whether the water is obtained by any method, like if you are burning hydrogen gas H2 plus O2, you will get H2O. If you are reacting acid HCl plus base, you will get NaOH, sorry, NaCl plus H2O. So whether you are getting water with any method, or whether you are obtaining water from any source, like from ocean, from river, from, they can have different taste or hardness just because of the impurities present in that one. But the formula of the water and every whether the water it is, or if you are getting water from any source, then you are going to have this water with the same formula, that would be H2O. Understood? H2O.
Yes.
Okay, you understood?
Yes.
Understood? So H2O, that is, we called it. Understood? Next one is, if we are just having means this we called it the law, means this is base, that every atoms or every compound is going to have its element in a fixed ratio, or their combining ratio will be same. Okay, but can you tell me that where does the law of uh, chemical combination does is not valid? Is it valid everywhere? So actually, there is a law of chemical combination if we are saying that elements in a chemical compounds have fixed ratio. So that is all. But when we are talking about the mass, that elements in a chemical compounds are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. Fixed ratio, when we are talking about the mass, like for example, if I'm talking H2 plus H2O. So in water, if we are just talking about the ratio of mole of hydrogen atom, hydrogen atom
दो
to
बार करवा चुका है लेकिन मुझे
oxygen. Are you saying something, Anam?
नो सर
So if we are talking about the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen atom, that will be 2:1. This is the ratio, mole ratio of hydrogen atom to the oxygen atom, mole ratio, okay, in water. But if I'm talking about this mass ratio, H2O, same, H2O. So it will be 2 gram of hydrogen and 16 grams of oxygen. Means one hydrogen atom has one mass, so the total mass of hydrogen atom is 2, and one oxygen atom is there. So you cut it, you will get 1:8. So this is the mass ratio. So mass ratio might be changed. Might be changed. Like for example, if I'm having carbon dioxide, okay. If I'm having carbon, the ratio of carbon to oxygen in carbon dioxide is fixed. That is 1:2. This is the mole ratio of carbon. Mole ratio of carbon to oxygen. But if I'm talking about the mass ratio, carbon dioxide, that is 12:32. When you cut it, you will get 4:8. Sorry, 4 is to, you will get CO2, you will get 12:32. When you cut it by 4, you will get 3:8. 3:8. But suppose if I took the carbon which is having an isotopes, or so not an isotope, yeah, we can say that isotopes top, okay, that is having mass 14. So if we are having 14 gram mass for the carbon, for the isotopes carbon 14, because carbon 14, if it get burned, that will gives you carbon dioxide, because the atoms are same ना, mass ही तो different है, दो न्यूट्रॉन की वजह से इलेक्ट्रॉन तो अभी भी same है. And here we have 32, this one. You cut the ratio, now you will get the ratio as 7:16. So the mass ratio can be changed in case of isotopes, where this law of definite proportion does not fix. But if we are saying about the Dalton atomic postulates or Dalton postulate, what does Dalton atomic theory states in simple language? Dalton atomic theory says that he does not say the mass ratio. He said that atoms in a chemical compounds are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass in a small whole number. ये तो था। और उसके बाद साथ total number of atoms of each type in remain same before and after the chemical reaction। ये तो ठीक है। तो एक पोस्टुलेट था डायनामिक थ्योरी का जिसमें वो कहता है कि that atoms in a chemical compounds are chemically combined together in a fixed ratio, in a ratio of a small whole number। ठीक है। तो वहां पर वो स्टेटमेंट ज्यादा अप्रोप्रिएट है क्योंकि वहां पर मास की बात नहीं की गई है। ओके, गॉट इट अनम, आफरीन एंड अरहम।
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So you have to keep this in mind. All matter is composed of atoms and atoms are indivisible particles। अच्छा, यहाँ पर मैंने एक जगह पर लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास भी वैलिड नहीं रहता है। वेयर, सो इफ वी आर जस्ट सेइंग दैट ड्यूरिंग अ न्यूक्लियर रिएक्शन जब होती है, there during that times mass can be converted into energy, but generally in chemical reaction mass cannot be destroyed। okay, so there are two types of reaction। one is nuclear reactions जिसमें atoms को break करते हैं, energy is obtained from that one। so and the second one is this one। okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
So note it down, all matter is composed of atoms and atoms is indivisible particles। all matter is composed of atoms and atoms is indivisible particles। so only write the drawbacks of Dalton theory is important, so please write down the drawbacks of Dalton theory once more। Drawbacks, please note it down। You done this one? Are you getting this one? Done?
No, sir.
Hmm? Done?
No, sir.
Note it down। When you're done, please let me know. Done? You done this one, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then why not speaking? So can you tell me that what are the drawbacks of data dynamic theory? What are the drawbacks of data dynamic theory?
So it stated that atoms are elements are indivisible, but atoms are indivisible. But then the discovery of subatomic particles proved it wrong. And the second one stated that different elements have different masses, but the existence of isobars also proved it wrong, like argon 40 and Cl 40. I don't remember it.
Okay. Second,
And the third one was same elements have same masses, but isotopes like carbon 14 and carbon 12 also proved it wrong.
okay. And Basteen?
There's
Okay.
teeny thing.
Okay, yes, Bharti. What are the drawbacks of data dynamic theory?
So Dalton stated that atoms are indivisible particles, but then the um, introduction of subatomic particles was introduced, and then he said that different atoms have different mass, but then isobars were introduced, and then the atomic number isotopes.
He said that same element will have same mass. Okay, same element will have same mass and same chemical properties. But the discovery of isotopes make this assumptions wrong. As for example, carbon have two isotopes which is having mass carbon 12 and carbon 14 which are different. Okay, and they are the element of same. These are the element with same mass but sorry different mass but same atomic number. Okay, समझ आया?
Yes,
Next
sir.
क्या था? Yes, so मैं क्विक वो लेता हूँ. Let me ask you. Afreen, yes, you, Anam and Arham. Are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking you, what is the valency of sulfate ion and what is the formula? Yes, Afreen. What is the valency of sulfate ion
SO4
and formula? Sorry, valency.
2
Valency of nitrate ion
1
and valency formula.
NO3
Okay, Anam. What is the valency of uh, phosphate ion and formula? Anam.
Yes, sir.
Valency of phosphate ion and formula.
Valency is 3 and formula is PO3 minus 4.
PO3 minus PO4 minus 3. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Bharti. What is the formula? What is the valency for uh, ferrous and ferrous in formula? What is the valency for ferrous ion in formula?
2.
Hmm?
2.
In formula?
Fe.
And the valency of uh, valency and formula for carbonate ion, Bharti?
2.
And formula?
CO3.
Okay, let me start doing this now. Do question number 11 and then 12. Everyone. Yes, you done?
Yes, sir.
What's the answer for the first one?
A.
A. Yes, is it correct? A is correct. Which of the following represent a correct formula? And name it. A is correct. Yes, Anam? Is A correct?
No, sir.
No. What should be the correct formula for A?
CaCl2.
CaCl2. Yes. Then which one is correct? And then which one is correct? Tell me.
Sir, I think NaSO4.
NaSO4. What's the valency of sulfate ion? Tell me what's the valency of sulfate ion?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. What is the valency of sulfate ion?
Valency. Oh, valency is 2. So then I think B might be correct.
Which one?
B.
D. Okay, what
B. Second option.
second option? Okay. Yes. Why sodium sulfide is incorrect? Can you tell me the reason?
Because the valency of sulfate is 2.
Yes, here it should be Na2S because sodium has valency 1 and sulfide has valency 2. You cross multiply, you will get Na2S. Na2S. Similarly, Na2SO4, 4 sodium sulfide. Similarly, CaCl2. So when the three are incorrect, only B will be the correct one. Bismuth is having 3 valency and phosphate ion is also 3. Is also 3. So cancel out each other, you will get BiPO4. Got it? Write down the answer for the 12th. Done? Done? Yes or no? यार अनम आफरीन आराम no one is going to answer क्या करूं मैं
No, Marcus, 1 minute.
what is the answer for the first one
CaBr2.
C U B R 2 next B what is the correct answer for B
Al NO bracket NO3 bracket close 3.
AlNO3 whole thrice AlNO3 whole thrice calcium phosphate
Ca3PO4 whole twice.
iron sulfide
Fe2S3.
Fe2S3 very good mercury sulfide mercury chloride
HgCl2.
HgCl2 this one
CH3COO whole twice Mg.
Ca
CH3COO.
yes CH3 COO whole twice Mg. Very good. Proud of you. So magnesium acetate is written like CH3. Acetate ion is COO. Okay, this is the ascorbyl acetate ion. It has valency 1 and magnesium has 2. So you cross multiply, you will write it. Acetate ion को पहले लिखते हैं, ये rule है. Okay, and then magnesium. Got it? Understood everyone? Those
Yes,
who are
sir.
in this one, please note it down fast. Please note it down fast. Done? हो गया?
Yes, sir.
ओके, okay. Find out the mole ratio, mass ratio combining. Find the mass ratio of mass combining element in the compounds. Okay. Like for example, if I'm taking calcium carbonate, CaCO3. So it's combining mass ratio. Find the ratio by mass of the combining element. Okay, by mass. So like for example, calcium and carbon and oxygen are combining here. The mass of calcium is one atom of calcium is there only. The mass of one calcium atom is 40. One carbon atom is used here. So plus, sorry, this will be 12 for calcium and then carbon and then oxygen atoms has mass 16 and there are three such atoms. So you can cut all by 4. So you will get 10. Here you will get 6. Okay. And here you will get, when you cut it by 4, you will get 4. 4 3 are 12. Okay. जब इसको 4 से cut करोगे, you will get 4 and 4 multiplied by 3 you will get 12. Now you can further cut it. So that would be 5 is to 3 is to 6. Okay. That is the combining ratio of calcium, combining mass ratio of calcium, carbon and oxygen. Okay. Understood? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to find out the combining mass ratio of ethanol, calcium hydroxide and H2SO4 fast. Try to find out. You done?
No, sir.
Wait fast. You done?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What's the combining ratio of ethanol of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen?
Sir, is it
It's 2 3 is
12
to 8.
is to 3 is to 8?
It is
12 is
12
to
is
3 is to 8.
12 is to 3 is to 8. Yes, I think so. You will take the total number of carbon is 24 mass. Carbon का mass total 24 हो जाएगा because 1 is 12, so 2 is will be 24. Total hydrogen atoms are 6, so hydrogen atom will be 6. Total mass and 1 oxygen atom 16. So you will get 12 is to 3 is to 8. Yes, it is the correct one. Yes, in H2SO4,
1 is to 16 is to 8.
1 is to 16 is to 8.
32.
Yes.
2.
32 answer. 1 is to 16 is to 32. 64 होगा ना? 16 for the 64. Then sulfur is, this is for total oxygen, this is for total sulfur is 32, and total hydrogen is 2. You got it? You will get
2.
1, 16 is to 32. Okay? समझ
Okay.
आया? Okay, same for the there are the 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. Okay, this is indicating this one. So you will be able to do that one, I think so. Now, one more thing that generally comes in the examinations is the two NCRT questions. Like for example, that is based on the law of definite proportion. So, like for example, if you have H2 plus O2 will gives you 2H2O. Okay, and you have 5 grams of hydrogens. Then how many grams of oxygen will be required to completely react with this one? Can you tell me? And how much grams of water? For 5 grams of hydrogen, how many grams of oxygen will be required?
So 40 grams.
40 grams. Very good. It will be 40 grams. Why 40 grams?
So since combining ratio of 1 gram of hydrogen with oxygen is 1 is to 8, so we just cross multiply.
Very good.
Uh,
This the combined ratio is 1 is to 8. So when you cross multiply, or you can cross multiply, you will get 5 into 8. 8 will be equals to x into 1, any x. So it will be x is equals to 40 grams. समझ आया?
Yes,
And
sir.
next is, like for example, if I'm having carbon plus oxygen will gives you CO2. Okay, if you the combining smallest combining ratio is 3 grams of carbon react with 8 grams of oxygen to gives 11 grams of carbon dioxide. Okay, now if you have 3 grams of this one and 50 grams of this one, then how many grams of carbon dioxide will be found?
So only 8 grams will of oxygen will react. So only 11 and 52% of it will be left. So I think only 11 grams of CO2 will be formed.
Yes, better, very good. Only 11 grams of CO2 will be found. Only 11 grams of CO2 will be found. Why? So this is because you know that for 3 grams, because you know that the combining ratio is fixed. For every 3 grams, we requires only 8 grams. So if you have excess, so it will remain as unreacted. So out of this 50 grams, the 8 grams of oxygen will be consumed and 42 grams of oxygen will remain unreacted. Will remain unreacted. समझ आया? So 8 plus 3 will gives you 11 grams. Got it? Got it? This we have done many times. समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Next. If you have like N2 plus H2 will gives you NH3. I'm not balancing it this one. आपको खुद से करना है. I'm just writing here only the if you have 8 So if you have 7 grams of this one, okay, and 5 grams of this one, not 5, 6 grams of this one, then how many grams of ammonia will be found? I'm not giving you anything. You have to calculate its both original mass ratio by your own, and then you have to try it. Do it, please. If you have 6 grams, there might be one thing in excess. This is not the fixed ratio, original ratio. When you're done, please let me know. So you've done this one? Okay. Can I help you in this one? Anam, you did?
No, sir. I think I'm doing some mistakes. Can you please just explain it once?
Why not? Sure. So you know you need to balance the equation first, okay? So if you are getting stuck in this one that you don't know how to balance the chemical equation, so just write that the simplest form, that this nitrogen mass is 14 and there are 3 hydrogen atoms, so there will be 3 hydrogen atom will be required, okay? The actual ratio will be 14:3. Got it? Actual ratio will be 14:3. समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that one nitrogen atom is there in the formula, and there are 3 hydrogen atoms. Otherwise, you can balance it. You write here 3, and then you write here 2, and then you can balance it. You will get 14:3 as the simplest ratio. Now you know that you need to find out which one will is the limiting reagent, okay, and which will consume first. So you know that for at least 14 grams of hydrogens, we require 3 grams, sorry, for 14 grams of nitrogen, we require 3 grams of hydrogen. Okay, so it means that for 7 grams, we require 1.5. Got it? Are you getting this one? So this is in axis. This one is in axis. So this one is the axis. So according to the axis, जो axis में होता है ना उसको हटा देते हैं हम लोग, उसके हिसाब से प्रोडक्ट नहीं बनता. So we write here x, or you can write, you can cross multiply. When I was just teaching you this one, you can cross multiply to find out the excess reagent. Okay, which one is excess? So if what I write here 6, I think 6 now. इसकी multiply से करो, इसकी multiply से करो. Where the product you get, you that is the limiting reagent. जहाँ पे ज़्यादा product आएगा, you will get. तो 14 6 are 84 and 7 3 are 21. Okay, so जिस तरफ ज़्यादा product है, इससे मतलब वो पहले consume होगा. Okay, वो पहले खत्म हो जाएगा. तो जो पहले खत्म होता है उसके हिसाब से प्रोडक्ट बनता है। तो नाउ वी नो, बस क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके सिर्फ हमें इतना पता लगता है कि कौन सा लिमिटिंग एजेंट होगी। नाउ हियर इट इज गिवन यू 6 ग्राम, already given to you 6 grams, but we need to find out that for 7 grams how many grams of hydrogen will be required, because the product will be formed according to 7 grams, because it is in the limited amount. So just you cross multiply this one, or you can get 14 upon 7 is equals to 3 upon x. You can write it like this way, this upon this is equal to this upon this, or you can cross multiply, it's your choice. अभी भी मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो वही आएगा, 14x is equals to 21, then x is equals to 21 upon 14. You cut it, you will get 3 by 2. When you cut it, you will get 1.5 grams. So out of 6 grams, only 1.5 grams of oxygen will be used. So oxygen hydrogen will be used. So इतना ही मिलके बनेगा 8.5 grams of nitrogen, दोनों का मिलकर के। और आउट ऑफ 6 ग्राम्स 1.5 यूज हो गया, तो 5.5 ग्राम, सॉरी 4.5 ग्राम्स, 4.5 grams of hydrogen will remain unreacted, समझ आया? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
अनम?
Yes,
नहीं
sir.
आया? आफरीन, भारती,
Yes, sir.
अनम, अच्छे समझ आ गया?
Yes,
ओके,
sir.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ चलते हैं। स्ट्रक्चर बैठा होंगे। अच्छा, आसान है। बस गेम नहीं है। अरे मिनट्स आ रहे हैं। सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 का जवाब मिल जाएगा। विल यू बी एबल टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन नंबर 2?
Sir, 24.
24. For 1 grams of hydrogen, we require 8 grams of oxygen. So for 24, for 3 grams, we require 24. Got it? So I think you will be able to do most of the part of these questions. So will you be able to answer the question number 1? Question number 1. Question number in a sample of 24 0.24 grams of compound sample of compounds of oxygen and borons are found. So boron is 0.096 and oxygen is this one. Calculate the percentage of the composition of the compounds. So will you be able to answer this one? Hmm? This is very simple. Will you be able to answer this one?
So can you just explain the question
Okay.
for the first one?
Getting stuck in this one.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. We have 0.24 grams of sample of compounds of oxygen and boron was found to analyze. Yes, and it contain हमारे पास टोटल जो है वो 2.4 ग्राम्स ऑफ 0.2.4 ग्राम्स है 0.24 ग्राम्स ऑफ सैंपल है जिसमें ऑक्सीजन और बोरोन ही है सिर्फ और एनालिसिस ने फाइंड किया कि उसके अंदर 0.96 ग्राम्स इज एक्चुअली दी दी बोरोन है और इतने ग्राम्स में कैलकुलेट द परसेंटेज ऑफ द कंपोजिशन ऑफ द कंपाउंड बाय वेट परसेंटेज क्या होगी मतलब ऑक्सीजन की परसेंटेज कितनी होगी तो दैट इज वेरी सिंपल यू हैव टू राइट the total mass upon original the given mass into 100. Like for example, you have to find out the percentage of boron. So that would be 0.096, okay, upon 0.24 into 100. समझ नहीं आया ना?
Yes, sir.
आ गया यार क्या हुआ राइटिंग पैड को Just a minute. So what we are going to do here is just we need to find out. So you will write here, for example, boron percentage. Boron percentage you can simply predict by having uh, 0.096 given mass upon mass of total sample 0.24 into 100. This is a 3D decimal and it is 2 digits. So we'll write 1 place 1 0 here and now it is 3 3. You cancel out each other. Now 1 0 1 0 will cancel out. 24 1 are 24 4 are. That is 40%. And now you know that इसके अंदर boron and oxygen ही है. So if it is 40%, then it will be 60% for sure. Okay. Got it?
Yes,
समझ आया?
sir.
That's all for today. We'll meet you in the next one. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Allah Hafiz.
Yes, take care. देखा था आपने वीडियो तो सुबह उठवा देना फिर मैं ना कल को आ जाएंगे हमारे पेंटर से काम करेंगे मैं नीचे रखवा मैं यहाँ पे रखवा दूंगा ना गेट के पास में वहां से उठवा देना फिर ठीक है हाँ बोल दो शकील भाई को बोल दो ठीक है क्या क्या चाह रहा था उस फ्लैट के अंदर क्या ताजमहल का बन जाएगा